Shalom Avrocha. Parshas Vayera. Vayera Elav Hashem Baleinu Mamre Vayera. So it's the parsha of seeing. Parsha of seeing. It's that we stare into. Staring into Lech Lecha, going, letting go, and then stepping into Chachma, into what does it mean stepping into Chachma? What does that mean? So interesting, Zohar talks about it, and the question is, like a lot of these questions that we think they're childish questions, so we don't go there, but really that's where it's at, because the Zohar is asking the question, like, how did Avram not see that they were angels? Or when did they become angels? Like, what happened over there? First they were not angels, then they become angels. So it's a good question, like, how does this happen? What's going on over here? So the answer is that once he had this week, there was the bris, that he went into a different frequency, a different channel. We entered a different space. So once that happened, Vayera Elav Hashem, he was able to start seeing. And then he used to only see Malachim in his prophecy, in his dream, in his prophecy, through that lens. It can be a prophecy in the middle of the day too, but through that lens, which is in the, let's say, the Olam HaMachshava, Speklaria. But in physical, in Welt, that he did not see the physical angels. But once he had the bris, he saw the angels. First he thought it was people, but the Shekhinah is just above them, coming through them. And then he actually saw that they're angels. Which means that a lot of things that we see are not what they appear. And once we go into the covenant, once we do a handshake, once we wake up to who self is, who you are, you enter that space of the agreement, of a bris, of a covenant, and then you start seeing Vayera. Then you see more. That's what the Torah is teaching us this week. That's where it's at, and we all need to see more, because the more we see, the less we don't see. I don't think I said that right. The more we see, the more we don't see. That's the way. That's the right way. Because the more we see, there is more that we don't see, that we don't see. Which means that it becomes more oneness and less into period. There's also interesting to, the question is, they asked Aisar Ishtecha, and he says, Hine ba'oil, she's in the tent. So the Zohar talks about the tent being the Shechina, which is that it was something new that Avram brought into the world. There was something different. It was a different belief. It was a belief that nobody knew before that, nobody understood. They had different beliefs, how they served, how they connected, how they were in relationship with koiches, with different inyanim, how they operated. But this was something new. Such a way of kedusha, tahara, purity, a whole different system of more tapping into allowing it to play out rather than playing it out, letting go. Bittul, if I let go, I can lose, the kingdom. But that's where it was at, and it's a very intensive way. So it was an oil. It was with Avram. The Shechina was new in Welt. It was a new thing. Shechina in Welt was a new thing. He brought it in, and it was almost like a hechel. It was a fire. It was he had a Beis Hamikdash walking with him. It was the fire. The Eish was coming with him, a different type of fire. This is Shechina, so very more feminine. That's where he protected, and that's where he told people about. And at some point, they had to agree that this is very powerful, because they saw the riches that he has and the wars that he's winning, and nobody standing in his way. And they also had gods. They also came with their gods. Everybody had their gods. But somehow his God is just walking around and doing whatever he wants. He shows up to Pari, he turns the place upside down. Avimelech, these are very powerful people. in the Welt at the time. So Amunah, that's what Avram brought down. That's what he harnessed, and that's what Sarah Imenu gave birth to. And this is what we're all harnessing. This is who we are. Amunah, the Shechina, Shabbos, just Vayera. Start seeing the angel in everything. Less chomer, more angel, more kedusha, more softness, more connection, more oneness. Have an awesome Shabbos. L'chaim.